if your loved one needs the long-term care and you planned ahead, what it means is you're not impoverishing your spouse going forward, as it does so often mean that. That's not happening. You're not going to lose the cottage. You're not going to lose the business. You're not going to lose the farm. You're not going to lose all the things that people generally do. They sell off. Farmers, it's especially tragic. You've worked for generations to keep the thing going, and now you lose it all. And that's pitiful. But it could be a triumph, because if you've done it right, if you do the life planning, then you get the benefits without sacrificing your life's work, okay? Without the tragedy of losing everything. Now, you've earned respect. That's how we secure it for you, all right? Because we're not asking for a handout, all right? This Medicaid program, the Medicaid is the rest of the story. You hear today, if you stay on the station, you hear a lot of financial advisors telling you about the markets and tax strategies and all the rest. And that's all great stuff. It's not what we do, but it's great stuff. It needs to be done, right? Well, they can do their job fantastic. They're not going to generate $12,000 to $15,000 a month for the long-term care, right? Not on your portfolio. And this is how people who have done all the good things still go broke. You have Medicare. Medicare pays for the hospitalization, for the knee, the hip, the kidney, whatever it is. That's what it pays for. All right? What they don't tell you is that nobody pays, Medicaid pays, for the rest of it. Everyone thinks that Medicare covers it all. It doesn't. It covers those hospitalizations. Your financial advisor, what do? They make sure that as long as the ship is sailing on, you'll be fine. But if you need long-term care, there go your savings, all right? Because, the plan is, we're going to use this money or that money. It's impoverishment is what it winds up being, okay? Time after time after time. And with Medicaid, so that's why I say the life planning is the rest of the story. It's like, look, you did all the good things. You followed the wise financial advice of these folks. That's all good. That's wonderful. Right on. Good. Now you've got life savings. All right, now we're going to knock a, $10,000 to $15,000 hole in the bucket. Oopsies. You may have even seen it coming, but that's how people wind up in poverty. Well, what if that didn't happen? What if we actually preserved all those things that the financial advisor's been building up for you? What if that was intact for the next generation to endow, the nature preserve that you want to set up, the farm, not museum, but the operating farm that you want to keep going. What if those funds were available for that instead of going to the long-term care? Well, that's what life planning is all about. And Medicaid and this kind of planning is the rest of the story. With Medicare, part of the story is you need to go to the hospital, heart attack, whatever it may be, right? And you're not going to be impoverished. You get this huge hospital bill. Medicare took care of it. You've got your Medicare supplement insurance to take care of the co-pays and what have you. You figured that part out. Great. The rest of the story is what 70% of folks need, according to the government, says that 70% of folks will need long-term care services. Long-term care services. How are you going to pay for that? Well, Medicare isn't doing it. And the way that America pays for long-term care is Medicaid. Just is. Now, the question is, will you be impoverished before you receive those benefits or not? And that is a choice. It is your choice. You get to decide.